Mrbeast, the untold life story and struggle behind the world's biggest creator. 1. The quiet kid from North Carolina. Long before the internet knew his name, before billions of views and million-dollar challenges, there was simply Jimmy Donaldson, a quiet skinny kid from Greenville, North Carolina. He wasn't the loudest in class, nor the most athletic. In fact, most classmates barely noticed him. But the people close to him knew one thing. Jimmy was a thinker. He studied things deeply. He questioned the why behind everything, and unlike most teenagers, he didn't dream of becoming a doctor, a lawyer, or a businessman. He dreamed of YouTube. While others saw YouTube as a place for silly videos and entertainment, Jimmy saw it as a world with no rules, no gatekeepers, and infinite possibility. He didn't want fame. He didn't want money. He wanted mastery. This simple spark would become the fire that changed his entire life. 2. The first upload nobody watched. At just 13 years old, Jimmy created his first channel. No professional camera, no fancy lighting, just a kid, a mic, and a dream bigger than anyone around him could understand. His early videos: Minecraft clips, random commentary, experiments. Anything that could teach him how the platform worked. But reality hit hard. Almost nobody watched. Most young creators would quit after 10 videos. Jimmy made over 100 without results. Still nothing. Zero traction. Zero subscribers. But instead of stopping, he became obsessed. He was not chasing views. He was chasing understanding. 3. The obsession that took over his life. Jimmy began viewing YouTube as a science. He made spreadsheets analyzing which videos performed the best. He studied thumbnails. He broke down viewer retention graphs. He watched analytics the way some kids watch TV. His mom would enter his room and see him hunched over the computer, replaying his own videos frame by frame, asking, what made viewers click away at this exact second? He wasn't just uploading. He was studying the algorithm long before most creators even knew what it was. This was the first sign that Jimmy was different. Where others saw a hobby, he saw a machine waiting to be decoded. 4. The decision that shocked his family. High school came. Grades slipped. Teachers complained. Friends didn't understand why he spent every spare second on a platform that gave him nothing back. Finally, one day, Jimmy told his mother something that changed his life forever. I'm going to be a YouTuber. Nothing else matters to me. His mother was supportive but scared. She wanted stability for him. YouTube didn't look like a career. It looked like a distraction. But Jimmy wasn't unsure. He was certain. He dropped every plan, every safety net, every backup option. YouTube or nothing. This level of commitment came with a cost. A cost he was about to face. 5. The years of invisible work. Jimmy spent thousands of hours mastering everything he could. Editing. Titles. Thumbnails. Pacing. Story structure. Viewer psychology. Upload timing. Platform trends. Retention optimization. While other kids played video games for fun, Jimmy recorded himself playing strictly to analyze how long viewers would stay. He was building a skill set that didn't exist yet. The skill of the modern viral creator. These were the years nobody talks about. Because these were the years where nothing worked. No matter how good he got. The views didn't come. But Jimmy kept going. 6. The breakthrough experiment. After almost 5 years of trying, Jimmy realized something. He needed a format nobody else was doing. He experimented with idea after idea until he tried something insane. Counting to 100,000. A 40-hour challenge. Exhausting. Painful. Ridiculous. He posted it anyway. And then something happened. Millions came to watch this crazy kid torture himself on camera. The video went viral. For the first time in his life, Jimmy saw the blueprint. Extreme challenges plus human curiosity plus endurance viral retention. This video didn't just give him views. It gave him direction. 7. Reinventing the YouTube formula. After the counting video, Jimmy began creating more challenges. Saying Logan Paul 100,000 times. Watching paint dry. Breaking glass using only sound. Spinning a fidget spinner for 24 hours. Every experiment fed a bigger understanding. People loved endurance. They loved scale. They loved watching someone chase the impossible. Jimmy realized something vital. If he was willing to go further than anyone else, viewers would follow. And he was right. 8. The creator who reinvested everything. As views grew, so did his earnings. Most young creators would have kept the money. Jimmy did the opposite. He put every penny back into videos. $100 from YouTube. He gave it away. $10,000. He gave it away. Even when he had barely anything to his name, he would donate huge amounts because it made better content. His video budgets grew from $100, $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, eventually millions. Jimmy didn't want to be rich. He wanted to make the most ambitious videos the world had ever seen. This philosophy became the foundation of his empire. 9. The birth of the Mrbeast format. Jimmy created a new style of content the world had never seen. Fast. Energetic. High stakes. Emotional. Big giveaways. Bigger challenges. Stories that hooked viewers in the first 3 seconds. He formed the Mrbeast crew, built huge sets, rented warehouses, and crafted video concepts with Hollywood-level planning. YouTube was no longer a platform for him. It was his arena. 10. The struggle behind the scenes. As the channel grew, so did the pressure. Every video had to beat the last one. Every idea needed to be bigger, more shocking, more expensive. Jimmy barely slept. Work took over his life. He dealt with stress, burnout, and exhaustion. There were weeks he slept in the studio. Months where he couldn't take a break. If one video failed, the entire machine risked collapsing. He was living inside a cycle he built himself. 11. The business empire Feastables and Beast Burger. With huge videos came huge costs. To sustain them, Jimmy launched Mrbeast Burger, a global virtual restaurant brand. Feastables, a chocolate company that exploded in sales instantly. These weren't vanity businesses. They were fuel for bigger, crazier videos. He wasn't building a channel anymore. He was building an empire. But with business success came lawsuits, criticism, public pressure, financial risk, operations headaches. The world saw his generosity. Few saw the cost. 12. The controversies and criticism. As Mrbeast grew into the world's biggest YouTuber, scrutiny followed him everywhere. People said he only gave money for views. Others accused him of exploiting people for content. Some journalists portrayed him as manipulative. His philanthropic videos were attacked from all sides. But Jimmy stayed focused. His mission wasn't to please everyone. His mission was to help as many people as possible while creating the best videos ever made. The criticism stung. But it didn't stop him. 13. The world's largest creator. Jimmy eventually became heavy checkmark the fastest growing YouTuber in history. Heavy checkmark the most watched creator on earth. Heavy checkmark the leader of multiple million subscribers channels. Heavy checkmark the mind behind some of the biggest online giveaways ever. Heavy checkmark the creator with the largest production team in YouTube history. His videos began surpassing TV shows, online series, major film releases, national broadcasts. He wasn't just beating other YouTubers anymore. He was beating entire media industries. 14. The philosophy that drives him. People often misunderstand Jimmy's motivation. It's not riches, not fame, not power. Jimmy is driven by one idea. I want to make the best videos possible and help people along the way. He reinvests everything. He works relentlessly. He thinks about YouTube constantly. His obsession didn't fade with success. It grew stronger. Because for Jimmy, YouTube was never a job. It was his life's purpose. 15. The legacy still being written. Today, Mrbeast is more than a creator. He is a brand, a business empire, a philanthropic force, a media revolution, a blueprint for modern creators, a symbol of internet possibility. But the story isn't finished. Jimmy continues pushing boundaries, exploring new ideas, and building a future where creativity and generosity blend into something the world has never seen before. He proved that a kid in a small bedroom, with no money, no connections, no equipment, can build the biggest YouTube empire on earth. With nothing except obsession, sacrifice, and an unbreakable belief in his dreams. The world will continue to watch him break records, create change, and push creative limits. Because Mrbeast didn't just become a YouTuber. He became a phenomenon, and his legacy has only begun.